Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's going on, guys? Got my parts for the 250X right here. And right in here, I don't know. Got the Banshee over here. You can see the seats off. That's because we're getting ready to put on. The fuck is going on, man? Whatever's in this box. If you guys have been following the channel, you probably already know what's in this box. What else would go in this spot? That's right, guys. It's the aluminum airbox. Oh yeah, baby, we're getting ready to tear into this shit. Just grab that knife. By the way, guys, please be careful with knives. You know, you just don't want to, you know, you just don't even use knives, because, you know, that's why I always use dull knives. Because if you use knives, you're gonna cut you're gonna cut yourself, and there's gonna be blood, and it's just bad. Ooh, look at that. God damn. By the way, I have no idea what the hell is going on in the background. Some kind of like huge fire or something. Not really sure. Really just hoping that they're not coming for me, but that would happen. So here it is, guys. I really like this thing. It's heavy, it's sturdy. Look how thick the aluminum is on these tubes. It's like 1/8 of an inch. Not quite as thick for the box, but it's still nice and thick. Nice mounting tab, and I'm happy that they bolted this on and they didn't weld it, because I'm actually going to end up using a different mounting plate than this one. It's cool though. Got a little drain hole there so it doesn't fill up with water. The welds look nice. It's a nice piece. So for you guys that are wondering, this was 120 bucks shipped. I just looked on eBay. They upped it to 130, which is interesting. But one thing I don't like though, my pod filters don't fit. It's not even close. You can see these tubes. Pod filters actually fit inside. So it's not a big deal, and I really can't blame the manufacturer, because I checked the eBay ad again and they do tell you which filters fit. I'm just thinking pod filters, Banshee, and it's going to fit, you know, the standard pod filters, but it's no big deal. I'm going to wind up going with some unis, the foam style filters, only because they're literally less than half as much as the K&N style filters. Even if you go with the knockoff ones, the unis are still cheaper. So we're going to go that route. And I have my boots right here. These were new old stock. I got these for $8 a piece. So that was 16 bucks. And I'll throw it in the frame, show you how it sits in there. Alright, so I just have it sitting in here. Nothing's hooked up, but that's basically where it's gonna settle. You can see the tubes are pretty lined up with the carbs. It looks pretty sweet, especially with the aluminum exhaust. I think that's pretty badass. Nice clean look. And this gap in between here, whoops, will be filled up by these boots. So probably what I'll do is I'll put the boots on, and then you can see the tabs here just kind of floating in space. I'm not sure. I think there were tabs right here for the airbox. I shaved all my tabs off. I wasn't planning on ever running an airbox, but it's no problem. So what I'm planning on doing is either making a custom tab on the frame right here and bolting it right here, or I think I might just take off that metal tab anyway. And I'm actually thinking about mounting from here to up under the plastics. You guys might think it's silly to mount to the plastics. This is actually really sturdy. You can see all the creases and bends in this plastic. That makes it really strong, and the plastic's pretty thick too. It's got to be, I think it's thicker than 1/8 of an inch. But this is super solid here. It'll be easy to mount to. I don't have to mess with the frame, and I actually like that the plastic has a little bit of give as opposed to the frame, because this is a 350 twin 2-stroke. There's a ton of vibrations. Aluminum is notorious for cracking under vibrations, so this plastic will at least have a little bit of give, and I'll probably use some rubber bushings when I mount it just to give it a little bit more protection against the vibrations. So that's how it sits. I'll throw the boots on just to give you guys a better idea. So there it is with the boots. You can see it's pretty straightforward. That's basically exactly where it's going to be sitting. The back end will probably just come up a little bit higher. And just while I'm doing this and thinking it over, I think the quickest and easiest way is going to be to take this tab off and just bolt new tabs straight from here right to under here where it's nice and solid. And that will hold up the back of the airbox. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. And I'll order my new filters tonight so that we can get this thing rocking and rolling. Alright guys, so before I get to making the custom mounting tabs for this, I figured I would just go over, the product itself for guys that are thinking about buying it themselves. Basically, I'm pretty happy with this. I think the build quality is really good. Everything is straight for the most part. It's not perfect, but with most aftermarket parts, they're usually not perfect. It's okay that it doesn't mount up perfectly. Once again, with aftermarket parts, it's rare that you find a part that just bolts up with no modifications whatsoever, and it's not a problem anyway, because that's what this channel is all about. I love modifying things and making them work, and part of the reason I chose to go with this was so that I could make a review on it and show everybody else that's possibly thinking about doing this what it's like without fronting the money first. I do like also how big these intake tubes are. You can see in comparison the size of the carbs, so I think there won't be any lack of airflow with this, I don't think. If you were going to run bigger carbs, you can put bigger boots on there. I think it'll still work just fine, so I do like that as well. I like the drain hole on the bottom, and I like that these tabs aren't welded on, so that if you do have a custom frame or something, you can put different tabs on there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's a pretty solid piece for 120 bucks. And time will tell once I put it on there. So I'm going to mock it up again, and I'll make some custom tabs and get this thing mounted up. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today's video. Stick around for the next video. I will be making custom mounting tabs to get this airbox in. Until then guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Please hit that little notification button next to your subscribe button so that when a new video comes up, you do get alerted by YouTube. And until then guys, have a good weekend.